This is Ben, 28 years old male, and thought he was healthy. He has average weight, although he lost a bit of weight. About 4 weeks now, he has a diarrhea and soft stool. But he always notices there's an oil film floating on water. He also feels very gassy and has abdominal pain. 6 months ago, his doctor thought he had a gallstone. The doctor did an ultrasound and saw his pancreas and gallbladder were all fine. He has abdominal pain, but after CT scan, the doctor found nothing. However, after endoscopy, the doctor found out that he has an ulcer and esophagitis. He is really concerned with his stool and gas problem. The oil film that Ben is saying is what we called the fats. Normally, all nutrients from food that we eat should be absorbed in small intestine to be utilized by our body for various purposes such as studying, daily activities, and healing. However, if nutrients from food are not properly absorbed, these are eliminated to our body, including toxic and waste materials. Absorption of nutrients is very important. Even you're eating healthy food, if it's not absorbed in the gut, it cannot be utilized for energy. That's why they were excreted in the stool, and we call it cytoria or fatty stool. If we take a look on physiology of digestion, carbohydrate begins in the mouth, protein digestion begins in the stomach, while fat digestion begins in the small intestine. I'll repeat, fat digestion begins in the small intestine, specifically on the upper part of small intestine or the duodenum. So, how fat is digested and absorbed? The secretions of liver and pancreas enter the small intestine. The gallbladder of liver secretes bile to emulsify fats, while pancreas secretes pancreatic lipase to digest fats. From the case of Ben, doctor thought it was gallstone, because when there is a gallstone, it will obstruct the common bile duct and blocks the flow from gallbladder. As a result, fats are not emulsified by the bile, resulting in decreased fat digestion and absorption. However, they found out that liver and pancreas are all fine. After endoscopy, the doctor found out that he has an ulcer and esophagitis. The most common ulcer is peptic ulcer that occurs in stomach or duodenum. This is a condition in which there is too much hydrochloric acid in stomach, that it begins digesting the stomach wall. Processed food and too much food, even healthy ones, stimulate nerves in the stomach to release more hydrochloric acid. And if it's too much, it will not only digest the food, but also the stomach wall. If we cut our gut into cross-section, we found out that there are 5 layers in peptic ulcer. The mucosa layer that protects for underlying layers is damaged. Underneath the mucosa layer is where our nerves and glands located and are now being affected. This results to pain, like what Ben experienced. From the case of Ben, it is reasonable to say that he also has duodenal ulcer, upper part of small intestine. A hormone called secretin that is released in duodenum is damaged. Secretin normally stops the hydrochloric acid to pass through the small intestine, but if this is damaged, it cannot function well. As a result, the hydrochloric acid passes through duodenum instead of just in stomach. That will change the pH of the small intestine. It becomes acidic instead of alkaline. The fact is that pancreatic lipase that digest fats and bile that emulsify fats only works in an alkaline environment. Since it becomes acidic, pancreatic lipase and bile cannot digest and absorb fats properly. When fats are not absorbed in small intestine, it will be excreted to the stool, just like what Ben is experiencing. Cytoria or fatty stool. Other causes of ulcer are stress, eating too fast, aspirin, and enzymes. Eating too fast and stress create gas. The practical remedy for ulcer is to decrease the acidic environment by drinking a lot of water. It helps dilute the hydrochloric acid and helps bring back the normal pH of small intestine into alkaline. It helps to regenerate the mucosa layer. Normally, the cells in this layer have a rapid turnover rate and replaced every 4 to 5 days. This layer has regenerative capability. without leaving a scar tissue. Eating organic fresh green salad or green juice heals inflammation and damaged wall of the gut. If you feel happy with this video, please like and share, and don't forget to subscribe. To learn more, get the full course. This course will give you a complete understanding on how our body function in order to cure your illness today in a simple and holistic manner.